Starbucks is pretty expensive, my guy. Oh, maybe. It's not. It's totally fine. That's not really. Hello. Oh, sometimes I don't feel like talking. That's only as I'm working on them. I don't tend to talk about my work as I work. Not fun here. Huh, I wonder why that's not playing anything. Okay, possibly. Mhm. Right? Hold on. That was weird. I need that to go away because that's gonna be anyway. Okay. Hello? Mm, okay. Try something here.
Spending time with the ones you love is
Yeah,
priceless. That's why Kroger Delivery
I
makes
hope.
grocery shopping effortless. Get $25 off your first 2
I'm not
orders.
sitting here
We'll
looking
deliver your
stupid
groceries in our
or crazy. Okay, let's see. All right, okay. I don't know. And it's gone again. That's crazy. Hmm. Why does it keep pausing? Mhm. Oh, wait. I get the drawing is just the satellite tape of the music is part of the world. Like it says, oh, I don't need to concern you. Don't feel that. Oh, all right. I have no clue what's going on with the music here. It's gonna have to probably leave that as is for right now and figure it out another time because you know it's doing fancy with me. That's all I can say. Hmm. What was I doing? Hmm. It'll be alright. Did I? What was on the phone for so long? It's just the same as you. Okay. I'll see. Okay. Mm, mm, I actually came on here with absolutely no idea what I was going to stream today, so I just decided to work on the comic for now. It has been a while, and I actually do miss working on my comic, so I figured, why the heck not? I do actually want to republish this and get back into working on it like I have. I just need to do more writing for it because for the longest time I've had a little bit of, I won't say art block, but rather writer's block with the plot of the comic. But I think I'm finally getting out of that funk after so long. So I'm gonna try my best to get back into it like I had. It's gonna be a little difficult now that I'm back to babysitting with school and everything, and I'm also uh what's it? I'm also making some progress on my tiny house build. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm working on a tiny house at the same time, so I want to get back into a lot of my projects and everything, but the comic's definitely up there as one of them. So I'll be trying to work on that some more in my free time and whatnot. I've been spending a lot of my time working on updating characters for the webcomic and revamping stories and stuff so that they make sense and whatnot. I have a lot of characters, and it'll be interesting to try and portray all of them in the webcomic, but I think it'll be an interesting challenge. I think my biggest idea for the webcomic was to kind of make it a collection of stories and everything. Not quite Twilight Zone-ish or something like that, but I guess somewhat inspired by that, or at least that take on storytelling to a degree, with the main characters kind of just experiencing it as the story progresses. And I think that uh, idea right there is what gave me the dreaded writer's block in the first place, because I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to do that. But um, as I'm going through rewriting some of my character stories and getting some ideas of how I can do that and wrap it around wrap the main characters around that so that it doesn't get convoluted and weird. kind of just like mini adventures or something like that. So I might do like story art type thing for that. What if I go along with that sort of idea? I got to do a little bit more rewriting, but it'll be all right because I think that'll just add on to what I had. So that's basically where I'm at with the webcomic and everything. I've been doing redesigns from the characters as I go along, and I'm really liking how the redesigns are turning out so far. So I'm definitely going to try and do some more short YouTube series on my OCs at some point. 'Cause I do have one in the work that's supposed to pair along with um my Instagram, yeah, my Instagram stories, the meet my OCs content I do over there. So I'll be doing a version of that, but longer, I guess, for YouTube soon enough. I was about to say, I have no idea what that random piece in the back is. I realize it's supposed to be the gate, so you need to keep an eye out. But I can't remember if he's wearing a longer sleeve or not. I don't know. I think in the original version I had it in the sleeve again. Like it's been a hot minute since I last looked at comics, so I feel bad. I just I haven't really had time to do a lot of things as of late because I keep either having company over so I can't work on stuff or I just get caught up in other things and of course babysitting. So mhm. Also since the last time I worked on a comic I changed pens and whatnot because I had the change settings on clip and it kind of reset everything. So some of the save pens I have is gone and I'm too unbothered to try to remember what pen I was using beforehand. Also tablet upgrade, so new tablet since the last time I worked on the comic. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I think it sort of helps. So there's that. I think my goal today is just to finish at least the line art on these so I could just go back and color them. Luckily enough for me, luckily enough, I think this panel and well, I think I have only maybe 4 or 5 panels left on this page alone. And then the factory scene of four. I didn't feel like doing, but I got to do. I've got to figure out what the heck's going on there because it's been a while. But as soon as I figure out how that's supposed to look, I'll finish those. And then I can move on to the other pages. But I do have the other pages to a degree sketched out. Like I can't remember exactly how many, but I think I have up to at least episode 5 sketched out already. So technically, if I wanted to, I could just post the revamp now, but I don't want to get caught up in another long hiatus. So kind of finish as many pages as I can so that I have a good buffer and whatnot. And then I'll start posting the uploads again. I also gotta, for my own sake, change the uploading schedule. I'm not sure if I can actually do posting once a week because I just I just don't have time. So I'll have to see how that goes. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not quite watching the stream, but I am, and I'm like I thought my stream got cut off early or something. I had to remember that I had posted a video earlier today. Mhm. That's probably the thing to say that there's no music right now because the music, OBS is acting a little wonky, and I don't have the patience to try and figure it out right this second. So, okay, that hello advert. Okay, I'm not mute. I thought I was. Won't lie. I know you have longer hair. You kind of put them both in short sleeves. That just makes it easier on me. Can't really see her tearing her shirt from up in the bottom. Or maybe you can. Maybe make it a longer sleeve just because I want to. Hmm, okay. I'm not gonna stress too much how art looks in this because it's gonna be a little bit of a mix here since it's been a while since I last worked on this, and my style has changed somewhat. So I'll nitpick here and there, but I'm not gonna try and go overboard with it because there's no point. Mhm. I don't want to get stuck in a constant loop of redrawing stuff. Mm, how's your hair sitting? Back from your face? Not that organ. Um, yes, that's gotta be disorienting. I'm sorry. Can I see this diagram? Technically, yes. Would it matter? Not really. But I'm just doing it slightly different than my normal art style here. Well, my normal process because I'm not dividing everything up into like a face, body, um, yeah, face, body, hair type thing, and then background. With these, I'm just kind of just going because it matters, but it won't matter. So, That is it. I've never been more proud of how I've drawn her than right now. I'm already thinking this will never happen again, but it might. Who knows? I think next stream I'll just work on character redesign or something. I might do that. Not to take away from working on the comic and whatnot, because I'm still technically working on the comic. So I'm just trying to flesh out some of the world building and stuff like that. I suppose I have a pretty solid idea of how the world works. There's just some minor details that I want to add in. Mm, I don't want it to look like they just gave up. I'm gonna do it relaxing with that down. With the black out. there's no place to wear my fingers are on this thing, sorry, I won't lie. Mm. Yeah, still hitting on feet. That never changed. At least it feels like I've gotten a little better at it in life. Yeah, I love this is something. All right, not really that I had his pants tied with string. I don't know what I thought that was, but like I already saw like the bow and everything, but I'm like, why'd I put him in sweatpants? And I realized that it's not sweatpants, that's a string holding his literal pants up. That's crazy. Just to add it to this guy. Little matter too much. If you may as well add 'em. Don't do that. Ooh, all right. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Lost this layer. So now I'm gonna do the background. I don't know. I might put like I might still put the quote unquote rich people in the front right here, like I had in the old version, but I'm probably gonna have them sitting on like thrones or something in the back. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have front row seats anyway, but I don't know if I'm gonna include them or not. I might just put them. I might just have it implied that they're there or something like that, and have it like in a later scene or something for the comic. Well, but I will have. I will probably be using like a crowd brush or something for the background here, and then have like the writ drawn specifically here or something like that. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. I think it's gonna put me down to this guy, so I'm gonna hear my sister and my niece in the hall right now. Because I like how it looks more, I've been doing a lot of background practice in Instagram as well via submission work and whatnot. I'm probably gonna do that more with other OT related drawings, but I'm probably gonna end up drawing most of the background pretty. Um, I don't want. I don't really want to end it. I just feel like I'm gonna make these into a tunnel system, sort of, kind of like the underground stuff. I just want it to appear as though they just end, if that makes sense. Or maybe, because the way the stadiums work in my mind is that they are technically like little holding cells on these sides, yes, but they like, there's like a room more towards the back that, like, there's an underneath section where monsters, animals, and people and prisoners and stuff are kept underneath. So I want that to still be visible, or at least implied to be visible. So I don't want these to just be random little caves or pits on the side. I want them to look like they go somewhere. So that back there will probably end up like this here is gonna end up being drawn in for the most part. I don't know if I'm not. I might. So if you got one too low, so it won't matter. And of course, these aren't going to be the cleanest lines for the cavern because it's supposed to be more like a cavern than a neat hall. The stadiums here are kind of something akin to the Roman Colosseum, I suppose. That sort of idea. That's good. I don't want to do that. I might do. I might do like a brick wall, a stone wall effect there. I don't really imagine bricks with this. The bottom might be brick, or foundation might be brick, but I don't really. How big is stone walls? I'll be right back. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. And that, hmm, great. Mhm. Okay. I thought my screen got canceled or something. I don't know. Well, not canceled, turned off, like shut down. Okay. What's that? All right. I have to finish the background on this. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay. Okay. The other lines are guidelines. They're going to be guidelines for the audit. So we'll see about that. And I might actually make a custom brush for that. I wanted to make a few custom brushes for the comics so that I'm not having to draw crowds like crazy. So I might do that next stream or just do that off camera. I might just make a little tutorial video on how I do it. There are plenty of videos that I see other people do, but what's one more to the tutorial list? Okay, so yeah, the rest of that is gonna be for the audience. I'll save my pages for that. I think the audience is mostly made up of middle class. I don't really think lower class are really allowed to partake, other than being the actual participants. and this sort of thing. Alright, that one's done. That one's done. Why did I do it? Oh, absolutely, my cat password. Okay. They have the lines just to see that they're there. It doesn't look bad if I add them. I added them in the last panel, so may as well. Mm-hmm. And I'll add the rest later when I'm like in the coloring stage. I think I'll try to do like one color for the deal. I'm gonna be drawing the same one. Yeah, I apologize now. Take that line. Mm. And I'm probably gonna end up making a lot of custom brushes because while I do like the ease of access when it comes to already available brushes, I want them to match my style. So I'm probably gonna go through and do a whole lot of custom brushes for certain things, just so I have them and I'm not having to look. Okay, so I'm gonna work on these panels a little more. This one a little more, and this one. This one. So 4 panels basically. I'm not gonna worry too much about that one honestly, because it's just gonna look weird. I know those are windows, so I'm probably just gonna draw the cityscape when I do the coloring stage, I guess, or something like that. Or I just do my own thing there. Alright, so I already have to go for the tabletops and feet. I'm not even gonna bother moving them because honestly, they look funny anyway, and I thought it was just me. This, the windows in the background. I'm gonna add one more layer to that. That's pretty smoother. The work workers and other workers. I'm probably gonna take the workers and add one more in front of them. Something like that. But for right now, hold on. Don't do that. Oh my god. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Restricted does. Let's do that. Because I actually what's here? Oh my god, I noticed that. Okay. So let's like do that. Lock that and lock that. I'm not trying to get rid of a lot of work by accident. Mhm. Well, I hope eventually I can just have my laptop set up here or something like that. Eventually I can, but I want to have like an actual proper desk setup for right here. So I'll eventually figure out how I'm gonna end up doing that. Mm, so I'll have to see. Then I'll probably make a. I'll probably. I'll have to see. 'Cause I might actually end up moving my laptop to sit here instead, so I can get rid of this random side table. Because right now the laptop's sitting on this side table that I have by my desk rather than on the desk. So I'll probably change my setup so that my laptop sits up here with everything, and I'll work like that from here because I want to use my actual desk and not this little random side table. Right now, my desk is just holding stuff for me, which is not entirely a bad thing, but not exactly a good thing in my opinion either. So, let's see, when I started skating late, so I kind of expected to be late. So, next time the laptop will probably be sitting up on the desk. We get back to work there. All right, so I don't know what time that is. But it's supposed to be a metropolis, so there's gonna be a lot of buildings, tall and short, and I need to draw what I think this wall in the background. So I just need to block out cities. So Oh, I need the line for the city. Slightly thicker. Oh, not that, but the wall. And maybe I can. I like to think that the city's kind of in its own little bubble. So the wall's pretty high up. And this wall, I don't know if I've ever really like talked about it, but this wall basically keeps everything out. Monsters, uh, I don't want to say potential survivors, but people that have been kicked out of the walled metropolis and whatnot. It's supposed to keep contaminants and stuff out. So the city's supposed to be a self-contained area um, that's supposed to offer protection, but something like that. Because all of page one is supposed to basically set the mood for how the world is, and it's basically a toxic wasteland outside of the metropolis due to basically illness, war, um, yeah, basically illness, war, natural disasters, pollution, that sort of thing. I need to lock some of these as I go, so I know what I'm not gonna quote unquote tinker with anymore. Yeah, yeah, thinking I'm just gonna be lazy here. Well, one, I feel like we needed more workers right there too. Just two moving bags and more oranges. Just one. I'll add two more towards the front. Let me turn off the steps for right now. Let me see how that looks. Okay. Mm. I'm gonna need to get a new game chair eventually. Is this chair? Boy, oh boy. It might just be my posture, so I cannot entirely blame it. Boy, oh boy. I'll speak to comfortable, but guess what? After a minute, if I can't get it, God had pity on me. Now let's fix that one foot because it still doesn't look right. Alright, now, they're supposed to be. There we go. So you go in front of the original one. We're going to stretch you out to be bigger. Not too big. That'll work. That'll work for me. And I will things like the hairstyles and stuff like that. I don't want it to look the exact same person over and over again. That doesn't look good. Mhm. Don't really care about the clothes though. The clothes can stay the same because everybody wears basically the same thing when you're poor. Alright. Alright, I can lock that back up. That looks a bit better than what I had a moment ago, so I'll take that. Mhm. Mhm. That's real. Alright. Alrighty. Mhm. And four. Mhm. I like me having the TV on in the background. It's a delicate balance of I hope y'all can't hear what I'm listening to in the background. Mhm. Alrighty. So I'm much happier with how that looks. That looks like that looks a lot more complete than it did. So now I'm gonna turn the sketch back on. I gotta add some people here. Luckily, I don't have to really draw their faces. Mm, And then I have two more panels over that. So this one, this one. I gotta finish that one. Let me do this since it's closer to done. So this would be panel 3. Okay. I'm fan off in my room because it is actually cold in here, and my hand is chilly. I'll just put on my onesie, not onesie. What is that thing called? It's basically a snuggie. Um, Yeah, you can't see the other arm, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go do that. Mhm. So the flowers. Technically, two more cards for the sound. Um, streaming, you can. Oh, I can do that real quick. That's weird. Good Lord. Okay. I'm back. I am cozy, warm. Doesn't think it's stupid hot. I'm big backing with a Hawaiian roll with cheese in the middle. Oh, of course my thing would do that. Oh, oh. Mm, mm, okay, I'll knock this side down. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I spend my time watching really long videos while I'm drawing. So I'll either put on like music or I'll watch building videos for a while. I'm trying to find one of those long ones that I have been watching or in the middle of watching. If I can find it. There it is. That's 6 hours long, so I'm not going to finish the night, of course. We love odds. I don't think I can hear it, but it'll be alright. Okay, back to the comic. I don't know why not drawing the eyes actually helps speed this up for me for some reason. Go away. It was a half of my piece. Being real, I think I'm eating in like all of my videos. So I feel like it'd be weird if I didn't eat in one video, I guess. Probably not too weird, but yeah. don't know why it sounded so weird to me, but we're here now. I think they're just mass producing like tech or something. I don't know. Like I never really gave too much thought into what they're making here. I won't lie. I just have this hand is gonna look so bad here. I don't know how I just got back to this chair and my back's already like no, but well, I am not kidding y'all. Need better posture. Better posture and probably a better chair, won't lie. He'll check with me. Okay. Mm, I'm probably gonna end up doing it like this because that helps my back. So I'm probably gonna end up looking at this. I'm probably gonna end up doing a copy paste thing here. So I'll draw it once and put them on different sides because I'm lazy like that. And then I'll put together the same thing for these too. I'm just trying to get through these as fast as possible. Just being real. So let's do the background first because that's easier. Okay. Let's just put that up here. I don't know why this is up here. Oh, it's definitely hit the floor. Okay. I can tell this is supposed to be a conveyor belt. There's supposed to be people on one side of the conveyor, from the looks of it. Oh, Lordy. I do admit that I am feeling kind of good. I'm very close to finishing these. I'm finishing episode one, wine art wise, and that actually does feel pretty good knowing that. So, mm, let me close that out and close that out. Okay. I am probably going to be a line here. Not there. Not there either. It looks like there's four of these, four or five. So, that's the thing. I don't know what those are supposed to be, but I think they're like holding tanks that drop stuff onto these carts. I don't know what the conveyors are, and then the carts and stuff. So, mm, hmm. And I'm pretty sure these are soldiers standing in the middle here. So, making sure that the workers are doing their job. I'm not sure if I want to do a tube that's like a elbow tube, a giant elbow tube that drops down like this, or if I wanted to do like a hat store. I'm kind of tempted to do a drop tube because it makes a little more sense, almost like a big behind faucet, so to speak, on the side of this. I'll have to see. Mm, maybe that. Try to limit myself. You know what? I'm not doing it. Okay. Hi. I think I'm happy with how these look. So I'm actually gonna hit the copy and paste on that part. Scale you down just a little bit. Scale you up just a little bit. And that there. And space. Over here. There you go. That's the tab. You go back here. Yeah. That's the menu. Boom. You know what? Y'all are one. Yeah. I have to have one more panel after this. I just realized. So, yeah, we'll see. Mhm. I might add one more holding tank towards the end. So it looks a little more complete. Got one more tap for holding tank. There's way too many layers for me to bother figuring out which one, why it's saying layer 4. While I want to try and figure it out, I don't. Do I have another one to put? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, all right. It is actually getting late for me, so I'm gonna call it a stream for tonight. Um, it's been a while, so I've definitely been a bit rusty streaming this time around. I'm hoping to get back into my schedule. I might actually change my schedule again just to fit my erratic schedule, or I might just like stream whenever I feel like it. I'm not gonna lie. But, tired. So I might keep my current schedule and then just like have intermittent additional streams whenever I have the time or feel like it and whatnot, so that I don't fall behind on my work. And then yeah, so I do plan on working on the comic more. I might do some more traditional art streams just so I can get more of a more of a head start. Not even really a head start, just more time on updating character designs and whatnot, because I have been working on that off camera and whatnot, just drawing for myself a little bit there. So having time to work on that would be very nice. And of course, I'm still working on the comic, so I'll work on the comic and everything off camera and on camera because I really want to get more of that done. I'm definitely going to finish this page tonight, at least the line art for it, and I'll just look through the other pages so I have a bit of an idea of what I'm working with here. And I'll probably do some writing in the intermedium that I'm not online, just so I have a cohesive story for High Hopes. Because, like I said, I want it to be a bit of a big story collection type thing for each episode. Um, Works on like looks into like the different stories of my huge assortment of characters and whatnot, like story arcs, but also um kind of messes around with the story of the main characters as well. Because I don't want them to just be narrators, if that makes sense, or just filler characters or something like that. I want them to have a purpose too. I kind of make sure that all of my characters technically have a purpose, even if it's just a small one or whatnot. Like they all have a story to them of some kind. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. So for now, it's late. I'm gonna call it a night. Gonna try and finish what I can of this one tonight. I'm just probably gonna try and finish this one panel and go from there. Um, mm, I also need to work on Patreon and whatnot. I've been kind of lax on that too. So I'll eventually get back into that as well when I have an idea of what I'm doing in free time and stuff like that. So that's all I got for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos. I do have my posting schedule back in order right now, for right now. So I will have like videos uploaded every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel. I'm trying to get back into getting videos for my tiny house channel as well. So I'll be adding videos to that eventually every I think Thursday. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to figure out the posting schedule for that. So I might not do double updates every week either. I might do once a week or every 2 weeks, something like that. Maybe just once a week because that's easier for me. So yeah. Until next time, ciao for now.